Oh my God. YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Ian K for Peep This Out, and I gotta tell you, I am mentally exhausted from that mid-season finale for The Walking Dead. An absolutely epic episode, completely stunning from beginning to end. We're gonna get into it right now, but absolutely amazing. It's gonna be a long wait until February, guys, but boy, let me just tell you right now, starting off with that governor's manipulation of getting everybody riled up to really kind of push with him to go for the prison, to go for what he was saying there, convincing people that the people that live in the prisons were murderers and thieves and all that stuff as well. Even he obviously believes what he's talking about. Clearly David Morrissey again, another stellar performance as the governor. Truly amazing in terms of just the pacing, the way everything went. You can just feel the dread that was coming with that leading up to what had happened there. Opens up with him abducting Herschel and Michonne. We see exactly what happens with that there. Very intense scene, the first time they've seen each other since the finale of season 3. The governor obviously telling Michonne that he knows that his daughter Penny was dead. He had nothing against her personally, but obviously we know what the agenda was all along, to get into the prison, using them as bait to do that, and with Herschel being there as well. Very intense standoff there. We finally pick up with the governor presently as he's going for getting everybody ready there. The big send-off, saying goodbye to Lily as well as Megan there. I don't know about you guys, but I want to know how that zombie actually got into the dirt where he was like crawling out. If you guys know, drop some comments down below. I was like, how convenient a zombie was that came up there and then bit her, and obviously we know what happened, which we'll talk about. But very crazy there. The big Mexican standoff that we saw at the gates there, we knew it was going to go down. If you guys are fans of the comic book, you knew exactly what was going to happen with this there. A little bit different in terms of how they did it there, but obviously the shocking moments that were to come, definitely very crazy how it went down obviously there. Rick coming to the gate there, having that conversation with the governor, seeing exactly what was going to go down between these two, what was going to be there, and finally Rick has finally grown. You kind of saw the look on Herschel's face when they were kind of bartering with the idea of the governor and his people living in the prison. We're living with them, making sure that it can work out there, because it could, people can change, that type of thing. We all want to believe the governor can actually change and be somebody else after the last couple of episodes. Realistically, we know that's not the case. We saw him quickly going back into exactly how he was at Woodbury and just how he is in general with his characters. So when it finally came time to get down to it, the look on Herschel's face when he saw Rick really telling the governor, we can give this a try, it can work, we can do this, people can change there. Obviously when you saw Herschel smile and everything as well too that way, the governor wasn't going to have that, because anytime the governor looks weak in front of everybody, he really kind of takes out whoever's really dishing that out there. So clearly we saw what had happened. Very shocking moment with Herschel. With the blade, with Michonne's blade, extremely sad to see. It wasn't so much the cut that it was watching Scott Wilson's character Herschel crawling towards the camera in that one scene. Absolutely brutal, without a doubt there as well, and obviously with the governor finding him, taking that blade again and just really just dismembering. I didn't think they were going to show what they showed, but that one camera scene where it panned back and you saw the governor turn and you saw Herschel laying there with his head dismembered off, absolutely tragic. Everything just went to hell right after that. Big gun battle ensued, obviously after that first cut, it just went crazy from there. This was the pinnacle scene for a confrontation that we've all been waiting to see. Season 3 finale was decent. I think everything after the initial rocket launcher to the guard tower at the end of season 3 was kind of a muted affair. I really wasn't too satisfied with the overall battle. This battle, however, off the chain, baby, off the chain. I could not believe the action, the pacing, everyone just getting crazy, people getting hit, people getting shot in the legs, people getting just shot in general, zombies coming in at the same time. That last 20 minutes was exhausting to watch, to say the least there. But throughout the whole thing, you guys obviously saw, because you guys watched the season finale. If you haven't, I am sorry if I'm spoiling this for you. You know you should not be watching this until you check that out. But clearly, Lily shows up with Megan, clearly dead in her arms there. The governor very unremorsefully just takes her, blows her away in the head, and then, I mean, that traumatically does anything to a mother, you can imagine. From there, the huge fight that ensues between Rick and the governor, watching them really go toe-to-toe and do what they needed to do was awesome to see, completely awesome to see. right at that very scene where he was just pounding away at Rick's face. He's just pounding, going to town. That's when that blade shoots through the governor's chest, and I lost it right there. That was just like, oh my God, one of those moments where you jump real fast. You're like, I can't believe this is going down the way that it is. It is like a free-for-all without a doubt. You thought Michonne was going to finish the job, but actually that honor fell to Lily, and actually poignantly so, considering her daughter was now dead. That was pretty much the end of that there. But watching that scene of him crawling around there, this is somebody who we all knew had it coming ever since we met him, but clearly just amazing overall in terms of how that went down there. Really, really sad to see. All the other stuff that ensued in the prison, watching Daryl, watching everybody else there just trying to survive, do what they needed to do against that tank that was just blowing the hell out of that place. It was pretty clear that by the end of this episode, prison is going to be pretty much unlivable in terms of how this goes there. I absolutely loved Rick's comment to Carl as they were walking away, as the camera was panning back. Don't look back, don't look back. Very much kind of signaling that in life as you move forward, you can't really look back on what was. Just keep pushing forward, get through it, do what you got to do. But overall, an extremely intense episode. What about, God, I didn't even know, my emotions are just all over the place in terms of the way that it is. Little Lizzie blowing away Alicia, headshot right in the head like that. Those little kids, those little assassins they're becoming thanks to Carol. Which, by the way, we circle back to that whole thing regarding, did Carol actually kill Tyrese's girlfriend at the time? I mean, we don't really know, even though the idea of her admitting it was there. Obviously, Tyrese wanted to bring the Rick and Daryl down. This was towards the beginning of that episode, and show him that obviously someone was stringing up rats the way that they were, pretty crazy, some psychopath. Doesn't seem like it's Carol's MO all of a sudden. If it was those little kids, if somebody was involved that way, obviously Carol has something to do with that, considering all of her little bedtime stories and with the kids and showing them how to use knives and guns and all that stuff too, to survive. But clearly, very, very final moments in terms of what's going on with the storyline here. It's clear that everything up until this point is pretty much over with. Everyone's going to be on the run. We had that plan, escape bus. Daryl obviously got away. Beth got away, which we know as well too that way. But whatever happened to Judith, whatever happened to Rick's little baby daughter, we don't really know. We just found that little car seat that actually the baby was in there at the same time. But with Maggie and Glenn too, everyone is dispersed from there now. Everyone's kind of displaced. We don't know where it's going to pick up down the road. A lot of content from the comic books are going to be coming in this show. There's a lot of things that they've got planned, things that you may have read online, some of the rumors, some of the castings of some of the characters coming down the road. So there's a lot coming to that there. And a lot of other characters coming down the road that are going to make the governor look very, very small in the grand scheme of things. Gonna miss David Morrissey, I gotta tell you. Amazing character, one of my favorite actors on this show, and definitely, of course, Herschel Scott Wilson. How crazy having the episode titled Internment that we discussed, pretty much showcasing just the power of that character. It made his death all the more heartbreaking to see what was going on, and that's really the testament of good writing on this show. When you've got people that take an interest in the characters and they really progress them over time, you really feel for what goes down here. And obviously with everybody watching the show last night, every single character arc was on display there, and obviously we lost a couple of really important people in there as well, and who knows what's going to go down in terms of some of the changes they're going to make. But I got to tell you, I am still emotionally exhausted from the whole experience of it there. I'm definitely going to rewatch it again. One of my favorite episodes ever in all of the seasons by far. Very, very satisfying. And again, like I said at the top of this video, it's going to be a long wait until February in terms of seeing where these characters pick up. Carol is still out there. We got to see the group somehow meet up with her. That whole thing with Daryl is going to be in there as well. There are a few little threads that are hanging in the background there, so we'll see exactly what goes down. Guys, this is your time now. Drop some comments down below. How exhausted have you been since seeing the episode titled Too Far Gone? Really, really curious to know exactly what you guys are thinking about it there. Very emotional, very hard to watch, a lot of it there. It is rare to have TV like that, especially coming from a show like this. Just amazing work from Scott Gimple and the crew putting together The Walking Dead for this season there, and looking forward to obviously the latter half of it now. Drop some comments down below. Let me know what you thought. I'm very, very curious. As always, guys, thumbs up to this video. Without a doubt, we definitely enjoyed putting these things together for you. I love it personally. You know I do. And please like, share, and subscribe to Peep This Out if you haven't already. Share it with your friends. Share it with all the peeps that you know. A lot of content there, a lot of fun stuff there. Food reviews, tech reviews, movie reviews, TV show reviews, all kinds of fun stuff there. We like to keep it interesting, and of course we like to keep it interactive, so keep that interactivity moving along there. I am going to talk to you again for The Walking Dead when it starts up again in February, so obviously this portion of Peep This Out is going to be going on hiatus because there's obviously no content until February to put on there. So keep watching the channel. We're going to have a lot of other stuff on there, as well as food reviews and all the other usual stuff that we just talked about. So with that being said, it has been a pleasure talking with you guys. Go watch the episode again. You know you're going to watch it again. Go to your favorite parts. Relive those moments again. There's some amazing stuff, and I will talk to you soon. You guys all know what's up. It has been a pleasure. This has been Ian K for Peep This Out. Always, always, always here doing the very best that I possibly can to entertain and have a good time. We will talk to you guys next time. Stay frosty.